Hi, I'm Nick Agar. Welcome to Dictum's woodturning workshop. Today we're going to discuss the various flute shapes we get on our gouges and the grinds that affect those shapes and how we use them. The spindle roughing gouge is made from forged steel. It comes in many sizes and it has a uniform thickness throughout its shape. They make them with some with a flatter surface on the top of the grind and some with a rolled surface. Both versions have advantages in different work situations, and we'll show you that on the video. So we have the spindle roughing gouge with the softer tops, and this one has a more of a swept back grind. Here is the common use. This grind allows us to shape transitions similar to the use of a spindle gouge. The rounded top edges of the tool are easy on the hand and work fluidly when shaping transitions. Now the roughing out gouge with the straight top and straight bevel. First, the common use. The version with the straight top allows us to precisely cut 90-degree steps right into the corners. Now we're going to sharpen the spindle roughing gouge, which normally has a bevel angle between 35 and 40 degrees. We're going to be sharpening on a CBN wheel, which stands for cubic boron nitride. It stays flat, it's very safe, so we don't need a shield in front, and much less heat is generated on the tool. I'm going to sharpen a standard spindle roughing gouge. I've black penned the back of the bevel. I'm going to put the handle in the V-arm so that it lines up as far as I can see with the bevel. Rotate the wheel against the bevel and check that I'm hitting all the way to the top. So that's just hitting at the bottom, which means I need to just move the arm back a little bit, and we'll have our line continuously up the whole of the bevel. Now I'm ready to grind. Very little pressure is required. I'm sharpening, not shortening the tool. Make sure that the handle is well presented in the V-arm. Slowly lower it, keeping the wings upright because this is square across the top of this particular grind. Slowly rotate the tool and you'll see that we've removed the pen mark from the bevel. And that's all we need to do to sharpen that tool. As you'll be sharpening different tools on the T7, use the TTS 100 to set the position that you'll be grinding to. Then, in this instance, hole B, ensure that both wheels are running on the stone. So we'll sharpen the spindle roughing gouge. I'll have this set at hole B and a position or a projection of 53 millimeters using the SVS 50 jig, as can be seen on the Tormek instructions. Just roll in right over on its side so that I'm looking down a straight edge here. Continue rolling around till I've completely gone over the whole bevel. And I want to ensure when I've finished that the tool is ground square over the top so that there's no light shining through the gap. Here is a spindle roughing gouge with the wings swept back slightly, and I prefer to sharpen this on the Wolverine freehand. The tool must stay flat on the rest, and whether you choose to use an overhand or being careful of the wheel behind an underhand grip with your thumb on the top, is entirely up to you. We're going to start presenting the edge that swept back furthest on the wheel, roll around to the middle and ease off, and then coming back from this side and joining the two together. So I've made sure that the table is meeting the bevel angle at the correct place. Starting over with the tool on its side, gentle pressure. As you can see, very few sparks coming from the CBM wheel. Now I match up the other side, and we should have our edge. If you wish to have a more swept back grind, it's very similar setup. 53mm projection, hole B, only this time you're rolling the tool slightly further over to bring the wings back. Just remember, this will alter the bevel angle slightly as you're rolling further out over the edge. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay sharp and enjoy your turning. Thank you.